I almost hesitated having this conversation because it really is, in this day and age, as much as we know about companies, we can research companies. It really is amazing that I even have to talk about this objection. But when people say, is your company a marketing pyramid? What does that mean? There's a couple ways you could talk about it, and a couple things that you could say is, number one, absolutely not. Our agency structure is similar in many respects to like a general agency system used by most insurance companies. And think about it, real estate companies use the same model. There's a broker and there's a lot of agents right underneath the broker. And so, there's different levels, that you can receive proportionate commissions from the business written by downline agents. And remember, no compensation is paid for recruiting, only for sales. Remember that. Okay, there's a lot of companies that could be construed as a pyramid type company because they pay their agents to recruit. We don't get paid to recruit. No one is required to purchase our products. That's pretty interesting. You could actually join the business without owning the products. Not recommended, but something to think about. We are different in that we offer qualified people the opportunity to work also on a part-time basis. And you get to work as an independent contractor. So you're free to build it, full-time or part-time. We're proud of our innovative distribution system. It has enabled us to successfully deliver our products in a huge underserved market. And by the way, what's awesome about what we do is because we serve middle America, rich America, maybe a little bit lower class America, and of course Canada as well. I mean, because we're serving these markets, we're giving unlimited amounts of opportunity to those people. I mean, think about this for a second. If you were an investment guy working with a big investment company, your only job is to help that person invest money. Well, guess what? Most people don't have a lot of money to invest. So therefore, they're in a situation where they have no money. You can't even talk to that person because they don't have any money to invest. It's a little bit different with my situation. If I sit down with somebody and I say, hey, how would you like to invest? And how much money would you like to set aside? And they say, look, I want to change my life. I want to do something great. I want to set aside a bunch of money. I want to do all those things you're telling me about, but I just can't afford it right now. I just have $0 right now. And we've looked at everything. We've looked at their budget. We've looked at their, they just don't have enough income to be able to start any sort of meaningful investment program. The cool thing that we get to do working in my distribution model is we can offer the opportunity to that person. We could say, hey, look, if I was to show you how you can make money, even on a part-time basis, and eventually turn it into a full-time contract, would you be interested in checking it out? Would you be interested in doing something like that? And you'd be surprised how many people throughout all these years get so excited because they're like, I never thought of doing something different. I never thought an opportunity like this could be available for somebody like me. I'll give you an example. I started when I was 21. I had no college education. I had no, understanding of business. I had never led anything in my life. And so this company was offering me a chance to make a ton of money to change my life. That was a big deal. I was excited about that. That was very meaningful to me. And by the way, that's why I took it so seriously, because I remember thinking, are these people going to ask me for a resume? Are they going to ask me to, talk about all my accomplishments in my life? And because if they find out that I'm just an average and ordinary punk kid, 21 years old, they might not give me this opportunity. And by the way, most companies, most financial institutions, they're not going to give me an opportunity. Everything that I've learned about financial services, I've learned through my company. I've learned through reading books. I've learned through countless seminars and self-improvement programs, which those self-improvement programs were put on by my company and also ones that were outside of my company. So I believe that I've had a better education than most people that went to college. So these companies that are not allowing somebody like me a chance to change my life, to give me an opportunity to make big money, to save big money, to win financial independence for my life, I mean, I think they're making a huge mistake. So I love my model and my distribution system. And, the other thing, just to kind of close out with you, the other thing that I thought about when people would ask me that question, are you a pyramid scam scheme, whatever, I would always just ask them, do you like pyramids? And it kind of got him to laugh a little bit. Like, what do you mean? I don't like pyramids. Okay, then we're nothing like a pyramid. So just if somebody, really think about it for a second. Our model is set up and designed to give, somebody, average and ordinary person, unlimited opportunities. And by the way, think about this for a second. When I started, I was just one person. I was all by myself. I never had to hire an employee. I never had big overhead or anything like that. I started in the business with nothing. And throughout all these years, I've been paid, $22 million from the company throughout all of those years. And I started with nothing. I started with a small fee, which, right now I think it's like $125, something stupid like that to get licensed. And we pay for all the licensing for somebody that's motivated. So when somebody says pyramid, I go, well, wait a minute. We're a New York Stock Exchange company. We are a solid, as far as like financial structure as a company. We pay all our claims. We take care of all our clients. We have customer support. You call them anytime you want. We have an incredible claims department. I think my organization's paid out over $200 million in death claims. The company, I think, paid out something like, $1.5 to $2 billion in death claims last year. And so when we talk about, is it a real company? Wake up. If this is on your mind, if you're thinking this thing is a pyramid, you got to wake up and you got to start looking at the facts, because the wrong thinking that you might have right now, it could injure you long range. Imagine if I would have said no at 21 years old. Think about it. If I would have said no to this opportunity, my life would have been completely different. I have a business today that pays me a lot of money every single month, whether I work or I don't. And by the way, I actually don't work most of the time. I was financially independent by 28 years old. I had saved $1 million. And by the way, the company was paying me like $500,000 a year, and I was 28 years old. I had opened up several locations. It was an incredible opportunity for a 21-year-old punk kid that knew nothing about business. Thank God they gave me that. And because of our model, of our distribution system, guess what? It's allowed me to recruit and train and develop other people without having to pay them a salary. In the beginning, I couldn't pay people salaries. I couldn't pay people to come and work with me. So the recruiting model is a genius model that allows anyone the ultimate chance to build an empire. If you like this video, share it with someone that you know. Do me a favor, spread the word. Say, look, Daniel's got some great videos right now, and they're teaching us how to overcome the most common objections. He's teaching us how to build an incredible business that has to do with marketing businesses and sales and leadership and mindset and frequencies and thinking and all that good stuff. If you haven't checked out my book, Wealth on the Beach, go check it out. I'd love for you to give me your thoughts on how I did on my first book. And of course, the YouTube channel, man, leave a comment for me, would you? If again, I don't charge you for these videos. These are free to you. All I ask is just give me a comment. Give me a little thumbs up. Give me a like and, tell me what you think. Thank you for watching our short clips on Alonzo Academy. If you'd like to watch the next short clip, click here. If you'd like to watch the entire podcast, click here.